In 1963, heads of state of 32 independent African states, as well as representatives from African liberation movements, met in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia to chart the way forward for a unified approach in the fight for complete independence and freedom of African people from the yokes of imperialism, colonialism, and apartheid. The desire for unity in action culminated in the historic creation of Africa's first multilateral organization, the Organization of African Unity, the OAU, and the signing of the OAU Charter on the 25th of May 1963, celebrated to this day as Africa Day. The OAU was the manifestation of the vision of an Africa that was united, free, and in control of its own destiny. Guided by the OAU Charter, the organization undertook to support liberation movements and to accelerate Africa's journey to complete independence, while advocating for increased economic, social, and cultural cooperation and unity among African countries, which was enshrined in charters and treaties that advocated for collective action if Africa was to achieve its development goals, such as the treaty establishing the African Economic Community, popularly referred to as the Abuja Treaty. The drive towards increased regional cooperation and integration of African states to drive Africa's growth and economic development resulted in the decision on the 9th of September 1999 to transform the OAU into the African Union. The African Union was launched in July 2002 in Durban, South Africa, with the vision for an integrated, prosperous, and peaceful Africa driven by its own citizens and representing a dynamic force in the global arena. To realize its vision, the African Union adopted a development framework for the continent, Agenda 2063, as the foundation for delivering Africa's long-term socio-economic transformation that benefits all Africans, and encapsulated in the 7 aspirations of Agenda 2063 and key continental flagship projects that will transform the continent. Since its formation, the African Union has made great strides in the areas of peace and security, gender, trade, agriculture, the creation of Pan-African institutions, youth employment, health, education, and many others. To ensure that the African Union is best placed to serve the continent, the organization has embarked on further transformation through the institutional reforms in order to accelerate, reinforce, and ensure service delivery to the African citizenry by focusing on key priorities with continental scope: realigning African Union institutions, connecting the African Union to its citizens, financing the African Union sustainably and with the full ownership of the member states, managing the business of the African Union effectively and efficiently at both the political and operational levels, to ensure that ultimately we achieve the vision for the Africa we want.
The PAP was established as a platform for people from all African states to be involved in discussions and decision-making on the problems and challenges facing the continent. Its purpose, as set out in Article 17 of the AU Constitutive Act, is to ensure the full participation of African peoples in the development and economic integration of the continent. As it stands, the mandate of the Parliament extends to consultation and playing an advisory and oversight role for all AU organs pending the ratification of its protocol.
Je suis conscient, honorables membres du Parlement panafricain, de votre engagement et de votre détermination à œuvrer en faveur de la défense des intérêts des peuples africains. C'est pourquoi je mettrai tout en œuvre pendant ma mandature pour vous apporter l'appui et le soutien nécessaires en vue de la réalisation des objectifs de paix, de stabilité, de développement et de renforcement de la démocratie, de l'état de droit en Afrique, des idéaux partagés par notre organisation continentale.
The Pan-African Parliament is a critical organ of the Africa Union, whose full institutional potential is going to become manifest as we rally to formulate effective and sustainable solutions to the tremendous crisis confronting our people and humanity in general.
The Pan-African Parliament serves as a point of connection joining Africa's legislators and citizens they represent to the African Union organs.
This institution is not an unnecessary institution. It is an institution that should be part and parcel of the instrument that will lead us to the promised land.